We will now move on to the most widely used parameter for assessment of nutritional status, that is anthropometric indicators for assessment of nutritional status. We will first pick up measuring the length of infants using meter. Linear growth in infants is measured using infantometer. Infantometers can be made from wood or plastic. Plastic infantometers are preferred because there is no risk of warping of the instrument during monsoon season. The specifications for the instrument are: length, it should be 45 centimeters at the base and 45 centimeters in the sliding panel. Breadth 30 centimeters. The foot and head plates should be foldable. Instruments should have an accuracy of 0.1 centimeters. Measurable length 45 to 90 centimeters. The accuracy is to be tested against a standard infantometer. The slide shows you a typical infantometer with a foldable head plate, the broad base on which baby's back rests, the foldable foot plate, tape for measuring baby's length, and a closed central panel attached to the foot plate which can be drawn out. In this, the foot plate has been drawn out to the entire extent, so that now a baby lying on the base and having a length up to 90 centimeters can be accurately measured using this infantometer. Accuracy of test infantometer is checked by using a segment of anthropometry rod of known length 5 times in 5 locations of the infantometer. Those which are not showing accurate length of the anthropometry rod in all locations are inaccurate and therefore have to be discarded. If the infantometer is accurate as assessed by measurement of anthropometry rod in 5 locations, then it has to be tested against the standard infantometer by measuring infants. Measure 2 infants, once in the test and once in the standard infantometer, and compare the length of the 2 infants in the 2 infantometers. This kind of testing can be done both in clinic and in community settings. The following slides show you how to assess accuracy of the infantometer using anthropometry rod. The segment of anthropometry rod measuring 55 centimeters was used to assess the accuracy of the infantometer. Anthropometry rod is placed in one edge to begin with, and then it is placed just inside the measuring tape. In the third slide, it is placed right at the center. In the fourth, placed on one side of the second hinge and right on the opposite end. The reading on the tape when infantometer's accuracy was tested using anthropometry rod was 55 in all the tapes, and therefore this infantometer is accurate enough to be tested against the standard infantometer using 2. In this slide you can see an infant being measured, head held vertical against the head plate by the mother. You can see how gently she is holding the child and how comfortably the child is sleeping on the infantometer. The knees has been straightened and the foot positioned by the nutritionist vertically against the foot plate. The length of the baby is 63 centimeters, both in the test and in the standard infantometer. We have to take certain characteristics of infants into account whenever we are trying to measure infant's length using an infantometer. All infants will always want to be carried by the mother and they do not like to lie on the infantometer. So we have to request the mother to put the infant on the infantometer with the head abutting on the head plate. We request her to play with the infant until the child settles down and lies comfortably on the infantometer. Then request the mother to move to the head plate. Adjust the infant's head against the head plate so that the lower orbital margin and the tragus lie in the same plane. Request the mother now to hold the head of the child in this position gently and keep talking to the infant so that infant does not move the head away. Infants will always keep their knees bent if you make them lie on their back. With your left hand, gently press the bent knee on the central board. The knee will straighten and the foot by itself will push the foot plate out until the knee is fully stretched. Infant's foot should never ever be pulled to straighten its leg. Press the dorsum of the foot onto the foot plate so that there is no gap between the foot and the foot plate. Request the mother now to bend the knees of the baby and then pick the baby from the infantometer. This is important because this maneuver will prevent the baby from accidentally kicking the foot plate while being picked up. Place a white sheet of paper on the infantometer at the level of the top of the central sliding panel to prevent parallax error in taking the reading, and then read the measurement on the tape. You can clearly see this baby which is wide awake and its head correctly positioned and held by the mother. In spite of baby's leg being slightly bowed, the foot is correctly resting on the foot plate and held by the nutritionist. You can see the whole baby lying on the infantometer, head positioned, knees straightened. Baby has slight bow legs, that is perfectly fine at this age. And you should not attempt to straighten such bowed legs because these are bony changes. However, babies will not always keep the entire foot on the foot plate. You can see in the first picture, the baby is keeping heels off the foot plate, and the measurement error that could happen because of this can go almost up to a centimeter, which is the growth of an infant over a period of a month. So, it is extremely important to ensure that foot is correctly resting on the foot plate as has been shown in the second picture. The baby's length is 64.8 8 centimeters.